Oh, certainly a disappointing, result. Um, it's not good when you give up 4 goals, and we gave up too many chances, a couple off set pieces, and how the plays even got to those areas of the field with some of our turnovers was, um, that part was poor. But said even at halftime, I thought we were pushing the game in a good way. Had to be disciplined about not giving up too many transition moments, and that was the case with the fourth goal. I thought we pushed really well in the second half to create and put ourselves in a position to finish off some more plays. But the defensive side of the ball let us down tonight.
Start Carter. Uh, Pat, is there any update you can give us on Nick Hagler?
Yeah, Nick's got a fractured rib and damage to his lung. So the word that I don't know what word to use on the status of his lung, but yeah, he's at the hospital.
Um, there was a 5 minute stretch starting kind of with that injury and
Mm-hmm.
the two
Yeah.
goals. Do you feel like the team, I guess, mentally reacted to that injury, and did that contribute to that stretch that put you behind the game?
Yeah, maybe it threw us off a little bit, but just the way that we concede the first goal with the errant pass and poor marking on the set piece. So you lose that rhythm, and then they capitalized on the aftermath of that with the momentum they had. And um, like I said, I still thought we pushed the end of the half in a good way. That stretch is essentially where we lose momentum, and after a pretty decent start, and find ourselves trying to dig out of a hole. And a lot of good things in the second half, but we concede a set piece goal off of a errant pass from around midfield, and then don't do well on the set piece, and then late in the game with the transition. So how we conceded is certainly avoidable, but they had moments outside of that, and I think we did too. It's just conceding 4 goals in the manner we did is we got to be better.
I think the word I maybe would want to use is it's an uncharacteristic performance from the defense, considering how strong they've been
Mm-hmm.
all season. What was the difference you saw in them tonight versus other nights where they've been so strong?
Well, 2 of the goals, set piece defending has been pretty strong, and that wasn't the case tonight. The goal late in game in transition, we're pushing the game. So I don't want to say it's okay. We can do better, but there was tired legs in how we were going after the goal there. I just thought we really struggled with some of the direct balls in and around our back line where we allowed them to control way too many of those plays. Not even with controlling it with their feet. And credit to them, they did a good job in those moments. But we could be more physical, anticipate plays better to not allow them to then attack with space.
Alrighty, we're going to move to the Zoom now with Laurel. Laurel, go ahead.
Did you get any feedback on why there was no foul called on Valtela for the hit on Haglund, especially considering now knowing
Yeah.
the damage?
No feedback.
Are you expecting any further communication on that?
What are they going to say? They missed another play. It's strange. There's nothing going on in that area of the field where Nick's moving and with the ball, but I haven't seen the way the impact happened. It shouldn't. And is it kind of a freak incident? I think you can kind of see where humans are, players are in and around you to avoid something like that happening. But how malicious it was, I don't know. But it was obviously enough force where Nick's not expecting it, and now he's punished for it.
Did you take any issue with any of the other? I mean, it was a pretty physical game in some regards. Did you take any issue with how the game was managed?
I mean, we conceded 4 goals and lost the game. There was certainly aspects of that game. I think the Dotto, challenge in the box. I don't know how it's not a penalty, but maybe there's an angle that we're not seeing. So those are some of the 2 of the bigger moments. But yeah, there's a lot of emotion on both sides, and teams pushing to go win a game. So the official wasn't why we lost the game, but it certainly wasn't. A couple of those moments were handled poorly.
did you feel like the response? I'm sorry if I missed this. Your opening statement, the volume wasn't on the Zoom. So, why did you feel like the response? What did you like about the response? Like, what did you feel like was different for the way you guys came out in the second half?
Well, even after the going down 2-0 on the road, I thought, there was a couple really good sequences where we create. Guzan makes a couple really good saves. I know on Kevin, on Dotto. I thought the interchange of Dotto and Pavel and how we were able to attack on the right side created some good moments for us. And then in the second half, we pushed the game. Obviously, they're protecting a lead, and we're on the road. We get the early goal off the set piece, and from there, I thought we were as strong as we've been. As if you look at just the where on the field we were playing, how we were attacking the goal. We can still obviously get the attacking side of the ball and in the final third play better. How we're running along the back line and in behind and stretching the game. I think we played too often in front of the back line, but we moved the ball in a good way where we were able to attack the box. And Luka, I thought, got in some really dangerous spots to create some chances, as the one where he misses just wide. A couple other shots from distance. Pavel at top of the box. I know Evander had one. So, are those high percentage shots? No, but with some of those guys on the ball and the way the ball was moved, I thought there was some really good play.
We have anything else, Laura?
I guess just in the bigger picture, does this feel like? I know you guys have been, getting results lately, but does it feel like a missed opportunity? Just considering the run that you guys have been on with results.
I think every loss will feel like a missed opportunity with the group we have.
All right, we'll wrap up here in person with Carter.
Speaking to that more broad idea, what do you hope the team takes away from tonight moving forward for this week?
Yeah, we'll have time to dissect that. I think it's still too early to talk about what we take from this game. You got to let it, settle a little bit before we, look at a quick turnaround and preparing for Dallas.